Hey son everyone, come on a little tour in my little studio. I decided I have to film this before I move to a new studio. I don't have a new studio yet, but I have decided that it will happen. I have to stop just dreaming about this by myself and put it out here, because my goal is to grow my Patreon to be able to afford this. I am in dire need of more space because this is in fact also my home. And here is my little assistant Milo. Actually, I am his daycare person, or he is my daycare, who knows? So this is my work table. Look how clean and nice it is. And then here we have when I try to do slip casting and hand building at the same time, because I want to have multiple projects going at the same time, you know. And this table gets used for everything, not just the clay poking, like product photography, or like this when I was setting up a table for a market and I was doing a test setup. And here I am using the table to pack orders for my webshop, and sadly I don't have my own car yet. I don't do the glazing at home. I drive all the greenware, ceramics, the materials and tools that I need to the place where the kiln is. So I rent a space just beside the kiln, which I also rent, and I do the glazing there, which is great. Although the glazing is actually always stressful for me, since I pay per day for the area that I rent, and often things take longer than expected and someone else might have rented the space after me and so on. My new studio will have to have space for glazing. The dream would be to have a space where I can create all my things and then glaze them and fire them in my own kiln, all in the same space. Also because after glazing them I don't really want to pack them up again and move them again, because that would probably mess up the glaze that I have applied. I feel that I have arrived at the sort of crossroads now. What I thrive on is to, 1, be able to try out new ideas and experiment, and 2, to be able to spend a lot of time on my creations. And this makes my heart happy, but it's not really ideal for trying to make a living off of this. But I do believe that continuing the slip casting and mold making adventure, of course combined with sculpting and hand building and everything else, that it will be both fun and beneficial. But to do that I need space. I have outgrown this small home studio, and I need somewhere to store all the molds and the materials and tools. Also, making the plaster molds is a very messy process and it's not really suitable to do at home. To be honest, working with clay is not really suitable to do at home either. The most important is that you are very clean and never let the clay become dust that you breathe in. That is dangerous. Okay, back to the video. This is a very nice and ergonomic work chair, and this is a little table that I found at a second-hand store. I just have to put some new wheels on it and brushes. So my goal is to raise my Patreon income with $250 because my Patreon is based on USD, but I am located in Sweden, and hopefully that will be enough for some type of studio space. I don't know where yet, but I am looking around at options. Time really flies and I still feel like a noob. Like I have just scratched the surface. But that's what's so great about ceramics. You will never be done. There will always be something new to try. New ideas, new techniques and new materials. There's so much to explore. So this is my entire so-called studio, and of course I have materials stored absolutely everywhere. So when I get my real studio. It will be so nice to have a place that is dedicated for my ceramics and my projects, and I will have a place where I can go to work. And it will also be very nice to have my home back as just a home and have some more space here. So I hope you enjoyed this little studio tour and documentation of this studio. Hopefully not very far from now I will make a new studio tour for a new studio. I hope it is going to happen. Thank you all so much and see you next time. Bye bye. Hej då.